Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GameOnia, and stand by while Bill Tendo is shitting his brains out right now. Literally his words. So, we're hanging out here while he's doing that. I got the 3D printer going on in the background. I'll show you guys what I'm taking a look at, what I'm working on right now. I'm working on a pedal, a 3D printed pedal for my arcades. And let me pull this PDF up, see if I can share this with the group. I'm sorry, not the group, with the chat over here. What do I got for window? NVIDIA parts list. Let's take a look at this. So this is what, can you see this? I can't even tell. There we go. So this is what I am taking a look at here. Ray from Arpeg Electronics sent this over to myself in the group, in a group chat that we got going on, and this is a pedal for Lycon Arcades that I'm working on. It's a 3D printed pedal, and it's going to take one full day to print all these parts out. And when it's done, it's supposed to look like this. So I know nothing about Arduino micros at all. I have not used one yet. I have not built my own Gun for IR. For those of you that don't know, Gun for IR uses Arduino micros to program their guns, and their software. So this also uses an Arduino micro, and it uses one micro switch right here. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. There we go. So there it is. It's just one standard micro switch soldered to the Arduino and then out the back. And the 3D printer is printing the base of this right now. The base on a hyperspeed print, because I have the hyperspeed upgrade kit for that machine, is about a 5.5 hour print just for the base. And on the top is a print. I hear Bill Tendo. Top is a 4-hour print, and then this piece right here is another 4-hour print. So it's about roughly 16 hours of printing. What's up, man? How's that?
Really?
How's that shit?
It was fucking rough, dude.
Rough? You have the shits, or did you have the Chinese shits?
No,
Or did you have the gumbo shits?
Nay.
Big
pasta.
Big pasta. You had the pasta shit.
So while I was spinning that wheel, my wife was cooking, and we special ordered this pasta. Did you know they still invent new pastas?
What do you mean they invent new pastas?
So,
like noodles?
No, it's not a fucking noodle. God. All right, pretend for a second.
Pasta's a noodle.
Pretend for a second you fucking Italian and not Polish, okay? We're talking about the seriousness of pasta.
Listen, y'all motherfuckers call ravioli pierogies.
No, a ravioli and pierogi is different.
It's the exact same fucking thing.
Really? What's a pierogi made out of?
Pierogi's made out of dough with cheese in the middle of it. What's a ravioli? Dough with cheese in the middle of it.
No, y'all have potatoes in y'all shit.
No, we use cheese. It's farmer's cheese. Ain't nobody use potatoes in their shit. The
people that's what a pierogi is.
That's not a real fucking pierogi.
That is a real pierogi.
That is not a real pierogi. A real pierogi is cheese and chives. You can ask any Polak. And Dingus Day is on Monday, and you better believe I'm going to be getting my fill of pierogies on Monday. Cheese and chives. It's farmer's cheese and chives.
Look, pierogi, also known as Polish dumplings. Learn how to make the Moorish,
which is what a ravioli is.
Polish
it's a fucking Italian dumpling
filled with cheesy, creamy mashed potatoes served with an onion butter sauce.
No, are you Polish?
No, I'm
Did
Italian.
you grow up in a Polish household?
No, I'm Italian. That's why I'm trying to tell you about delicious pastas.
This is why I'm trying to tell you about delicious pierogi that it ain't with fucking potatoes. All right. Anyways, so what kind of pasta did you have?
So a new pasta. So this
dinosaur pasta?
Huh?
Dinosaur pasta?
No. But like dinosaur pasta, it is a new shape of pasta that has been patented. So, and I didn't even know you could do that. But so this food blogger spent 2 years designing what he considered to be the perfect pasta. It's like a quarter circle. And it's got ridges on one side and a channel down the back of it to hold the maximum amount of sauce, to have the best, when you bite into it, it's got a good feel to it. It's pretty good. It definitely holds the sauce better than any pasta I've ever had. His whole thing was fuck spaghetti. Why is it the most popular pasta when nothing sticks to spaghetti? You have to have a fork for your sauce and a fork for your pasta. So it's a wonton with cheese. You're right. Whatever.
Listen. I just want to say something real quick. You're my perfect.
What?
I said, you're my perfect pasta.
Thank you.
And baby, your noodle holds that sauce.
My noodle got the sauce, son.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen. It's all about the bro brotion.
Yep. I almost wore my bro brotion hat tonight.
This is my standard GameOnia gear right here with free
but
words
I
of
was
wisdom.
running late tonight, so I just hauled ass down here because I was in the bathroom. Anyway,
listen, I could
she
handle
made
the
the
show
pasta.
while you're shitting your brains out.
She made delicious meatballs, and you know you can't have a good meatball without beef and pork in it. But
right,
pork just jacks my stomach up. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm getting old. But
bro, I got to have ribs the other day.
Pork sends me, bro.
Dude, I love pork. Dude, I'm a Polish kid that grew up on pork, and transferring over to being Jewish, we don't eat pork. But I eat pork outside the house. But I got to have fucking ribs the other day. I ate a rack of ribs. Oh, I was in heaven, man. Fucking heaven. We got to talk about the shirts. Let's talk about the shirts. Go right to it. You pulled it up, baby.
Oh, I was just setting it up. We don't have to talk about it right now.
No, go right to it, dude. You pulled it up.
Right.
Don't dick tease with that pasta noodle.
So, for people that are fans of the show, you guys are here with us every week. I did some new merch drops just for us on my website, BillTendo.com. We got Scuttlebutts t-shirts now. I'm super proud of the Scuttlebutt shirt. Let's check that out.
I kind of need that shirt.
So, it comes in a couple different colors, and I absolutely had to make one of them pink because I feel like it's just necessary. So what I did was I took the actual billboard from Scuttlebutts before it burnt down, and on the back we got this right here, where every night is a Monday morning. So we have that Scuttlebutt shirt, and then we have one right here. It's the building with a no parking sign out front. So that's pretty cool. And Tabby's right. She ordered some shirts from the website. She actually designed the Nintendo Pop and controller shirt and hoodie. She had designed those a while back for me. But
okay.
we got of course we got the Retro Lizard logo t-shirt.
For now $14.85.
Oh, that's not right. Oh shit, I better fix that.
Yeah, you better before that fucking gets sold out. Dude, that's the introductory price.
No, it's supposed to be $25. Anyway, oh, here it is. Here's the.
Where'd you get models from?
Oh, it comes with the website.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Get you a GameOnia shirt.
That's what's up.
I thought about doing the hashtag popsicle shirt.
You should have. You got to do the hashtag popsicle. You should put hashtag popsicle on the back of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you should. And the Retro Lizard one, is my logo on the back or is it on the front? It's on the back. It's on the back.
It's small on the front and it's big on the back.
There we go.
It's like on the shirt where a shirt pocket would be.
Story of my life. Small in the front, big in the back, baby.
That's you.
That's me. All about the ass. It's all about ass, man.
Now I'm changing the
I want that. I want that
shirt right now.
Dude, I'm going to order a pink Scuttlebutt shirt tonight.
I already ordered one. I ain't gonna lie.
This is awesome. Billy Wright, scroll down, order yourself a Retro Lizard shirt.
All right.
Is this officially live? Is this on the Nintendo website?
Yeah, BillTendo.com. You can get them right now.
This is what you've been working on for a few days? Excuse me, for a few days, right?
Yeah, I've been working on some other stuff too, but yeah, we launched the merch like 5 days ago or something. And so we got this is the Nintendo Pop shirt right here. That's the one Tabby designed, and that's the hoodie that goes with it. GameOnia obviously that was our original thumbnail picture for everything. A play on Stankonia by Outkast. It's a Scuttlebutt shirt. This is the controller shirt. Another one that Tabby designed for me.
I
Scuttlebutt's no parking.
I love our original GameOnia.
So do I.
I
So do I.
do.
The reason we don't use that every week now, is basically because I was advised by our good friend Gamer Aimer that we need a different thumbnail each week to catch attention. Because we have all our people that are cool as hell that are here every week, but then, you know, if it's the same thumbnail every week, other people that might subscribe to our channels might not watch it because it looks like the same video every week.
Oh, I get it. Kind of like that's a mind trick, huh?
Yeah. So
the things we learn about streaming.
Yeah, we got a couple more shirts here. This is from my upcoming Alpha mod, which everybody knows about. That's the Bill Tendo Show. That's me and Mike Fink. We're on season 2 now, and we want to.
Are you and Mike back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That is streaming exclusively for audio on Spotify, and the video is on the Nintendo 64 Players and Collectors official YouTube channel now. Season 1's on my Bill Tendo channel here, but season 2 is exclusively over there now.
So Mike's recording live with you, or Mike's recording and he's going on YouTube with you now?
Yeah, he's on video now.
Good for Mike, man. Good for Mike. I'm happy that he did that. Good for him, man.
He's making big strides. But
that's awesome.
You know, we have a lot of friends and we want to support our friends. So just like we have Joel's Retro Lizard shirt, we have a Frankenbeans Inside shirt. We have Jiggy Look Back, who is one of the co-hosts of the official N64 Players and Collectors podcast. We have Sins, who mostly streams like Dragon Ball and Pikmin games and stuff like that. And Craig, Without a Control Games, who does a lot of stuff with me.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And for people watching.
And obviously, Sega Kids Are Weird shirt.
They're not that weird. Yeah, we need a black one, though. We need a black one.
It comes. You can get it black. Look, but bam!
All right.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop showing these shirts now because I'm feeling like I'm pitching.
Right. Well, so what we're doing is we're showing. We Bill and I were talking earlier, and I'm like, you know what? We should talk about what we've been working on during the week and what we have coming up and things like that. And this is actually something that Bill's been working on. So we're not exactly sales pitching to you guys. In a way it is, but in a way it's not. But,
right. In a way,
we're showing you what we got.
It's a little bit of a pitch because, hey, I would love it if you fucking buy some shit from me. But at the end of the day, the truth is I'm always, and Joel too, we're always really excited about the stuff we're working on currently. Yeah. Because we're always doing new stuff. And, you know, we feel like we had a talk the other day, like maybe we don't share that enough and we should share it more.
Right. Exactly. Bill took the words right out of my mouth. He explained it way better than I ever could, man. So for a lot of people, you know, I have my work shirts, my Retro Lizard work shirts, and I've had a lot of people ask me about it. This is a fantastic opportunity for them to purchase a Retro Lizard shirt too. But not only that, dude, I gotta get that Scuttlebutt shirt.
Oh, you know what, Joel? Fuck. Let's give away a Scuttlebutt shirt tonight.
Okay, Scuttlebutt shirt it is. Pink.
I mean, they can pick their color. So all of our shirts are available in this dark gray, or white, or black. Except Scuttlebutt's also has a pink shirt because I felt like it was appropriate. You know?
Yeah, it totally was. I agree with that. Totally appropriate.
Yeah.
So that's dope as shit, man. Dope as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. What else you got up your sleeve? You been working on anything else this week? Are you still working on the alpha? Or did you take a break?
No. So my biggest problem with the alpha is it is so time consuming, right?
Oh yeah.
So this is not a joke. I offered my son a deal where he has a list to work from and he has the resources available to him. Basically, because we can't ROM dump the alpha. each game has to be loaded and tested individually. So that's why it's so time consuming, because it takes about 5 minutes to put each game and test it and make sure it fires up. So I made a deal with my son. I'm like, hey buddy, you haven't worked in like the last 3 weeks and rent's due on the
Rent's
first.
due.
Rent's due on the first. Dude, you 25 years old, rent's due.
Pay me, motherfucker, right?
And so I told him, I said, you load this thing up. Just keep putting games on it. You got a list, you got the resources. Just keep pumping the games onto it, and I'll pay you per game. A certain amount of dollars per game to put them on there. So it's going. It's going to take more time. I knew when the consensus was that most people wanted a bunch of games on it instead of just available to them, that it was going to take months, and it is.
Yeah, it's building these things it's a slow and steady process.
I had a talk with my wife because it is probably the most labor and time intensive build I have ever done.
Dude, imagine I did that 20 terabyte.
Yeah.
I've worked on that for like 6 or 7 months straight, just making sure things worked, creating scripts, creating files, doing so much. I actually had that drive in my personal arcade that I used to have. I made a wide body arcade one up, and I had it in there, and I worked on it from there just in my spare time on the weekends, tinkering around. I did more tinkering than playing on that arcade. Yeah, it's so time consuming, isn't it?
It's excessively time consuming. I mean, in the meantime, I figured out what was wrong with the Quest situation, because apparently those handhelds have a really specific design, so specific that you can only use 2 types of micro SD cards. It won't read other manufacturers. And
are you using the SanDisk?
I am now SanDisk Ultra.
Okay, yeah, that's what I always use. So maybe that's why I never really had an issue with them.
Right.
So did you end up backing it up with Win32?
It's backed up.
With Win32? Did you use Win32?
Yeah, I did.
So backstory here for everybody watching. Bill Tendo, he's got the Quest, right? And he's been trying to work on cloning it or backing it up so that he can create the new SD card for the next one that he's working on. And he was having a little issues with it. And he ended up using Win32. Win32 is an image backer upper and an image cloner. So that's what he's discussing here right now, is that he used Win32 to back up his image. Did you use Belina Etcher to flash it?
Absolutely, I did.
And your first test worked out?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So I ordered. What I did was I ordered a bunch of cards from Amazon, SanDisk Ultra cards. And I actually went up in size. Instead of I'm 128s, but I ordered 256s.
Right.
Just because some of these really push the boundaries. So like this other thing I've been working on in the meantime, which I told you about, and it didn't take long because I had a prototype build a while back, and then I got a hold of a Pi the other day, and I was looking at
Pi 3, the OG.
It's a 3V plus, but I'm always telling people that like it's been in my head for a long time before I got with you and started selling the Retro Lizard on the website and all that. I was really looking for to go along with that, a budget build. Not everybody has $250, $350 to pay for a build. So I wanted a build that was worth the money, that was under $200. And so I finished up a Pi build that I had tried to do like 2 years ago called the Black Box. And that didn't work out because at the time Pis were $150 plus the labor plus controller, and so I tried to go the other way and use like the Libre and the Orange Pi, which are compatible, but they're not the same. And I couldn't get things to run the way I wanted to. So basically what I did was I took some of the work that was put into that and I put it into a 3B plus Pi build. Right. So that's actually complete. I like Matt said, I put it in the Builtendo Labs group today. Just a quick scroll through. The N64, like any Pi build, is going to be spotty.
N64 does not run on a Pi 3.
Banjo Kazooie runs fantastic. Mario 64 is going to run fantastic. When you get into later games like Conker's Bad Fur Day, you're going to have issues.
Right.
That being said, I played Spyro the Dragon for 2.5 hours on PS1 the other day. Smooth as fuck, no problem.
On the Pi 3, right?
On the Pi 3, yes.
Oh, yeah. PS1 plays fantastically on Pi 3.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that's a complete build, and basically I ordered some pies, some cases, the cards that I bought for the quests that were not quite, that wouldn't work in them because they weren't the right brand. I just used a pie, started cloning them off for this build. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. It's a nice little build. It'll be a budget build. This has Virtual Boy on it. The Builtendo X Retro Lizard has both Virtual Boy and Saturn.
Now, does he mean an actual box? So Facebook, I can't see the name. So Facebook user,
I'd have to pull that up on Facebook.
And that's okay. Facebook user, are you talking about the actual box for the Virtual Boy and the Sega Saturn, the OEM box, or are you talking about a box that has those games on it? Because we got that all day. So just need a box for display, right? So he's just looking for a box, man. eBay that bitch. Yeah, eBay that bitch.
I can get you Japanese Sega Saturn boxes all day long.
If you look over my shoulder, I got a Japanese Sega Saturn box right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 4 of them over there actually. I got a Virtual Boy. And where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is my Virtual Boy? I got a Virtual Boy in a Blockbuster case.
That's Corey Bunting.
Is it? Here, check this out. I don't know if I ever showed you this. Let me get my helmet off. Or me have my helmet, my headphones off.
Your helmet? He's talking about a helmet. I don't know what the fuck. What's the best Wii that we make? Nikki, good question. That would be the Wii Xeno mod. So I started out with what I call the basic mod now, which has been upgraded. And then I moved on to the Ultra mod. The Ultra mod was actually my best seller.
So
and I think, sorry, Joel.
No,
but
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I felt like the Ultra mod hit the perfect price point. Those went for like $250. And it had all the way up to GameCube on it. And then I moved into the Broly mod, which had 300 Wii games plus all of the GameCube games. But I've discontinued the Ultra mod and the Broly mod and replaced them both with the Builtendo Xeno Wii mod because that has all GameCube games on it, just like the Broly did and Ultra did. But it's also got GameCube hacks on it. The Wii on this one is the complete Wii collection plus Wii hacks, and we've upgraded the basic systems as well. It's no longer just Nintendo up to that point. We have plenty of Sega on there, ColecoVision, Intellivision, Atari, a bunch of other stuff too. So the Xeno mod, if you're looking for a Wii mod, is absolutely the best thing on the market. It comes with a 4 terabyte external hard drive.
Gee, you can't beat that, dude. The Wii library alone is almost 2 terabytes.
Yeah, it is. And the GameCube library comes in at almost 1 terabyte.
Yeah. So check this out.
All right.
Virtual Boy Blockbuster case. With my Virtual Boy in it, not the Virtual Boy that came with it. Little story behind this. When I went to the Cleveland Gaming Convention, somebody was selling one of these, right? This is my personal Virtual Boy that's inside it too. All right. So at the Cleveland Gaming Convention, somebody was selling one of these with a Virtual Boy inside it for $600. But the Virtual Boy that was inside it did not have a Blockbuster sticker on it because, most consoles that came from Blockbuster had the sticker on it, right? Property of Blockbuster. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel like paying $600 for something that doesn't have a property of Blockbuster sticker on the console. So I came home, I looked on eBay, I found an empty case, and I'm like, I started looking around and researching to even see if the Virtual Boys came with that sticker on it or not, and I couldn't find anything that confirmed whether it did or it didn't. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy the case. I bought the case for $200.
What?
I got the case for
That's a really
$200.
fucking good deal for that case.
That's all right. I thought the same thing too, and the sticker's in pretty decent condition also. And I'm like, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna stick my Virtual Boy in it.
I would be
So
happy with that.
totally was happy with that, man. Totally was.
I'd fuck that.
You're not fucking my Virtual Boy case. You're gonna get that black foam shit all over your dick, and it's not gonna be right.
I don't care.
That shit's not gonna come off for days. I tried it.
It's all right. I'll be all right.
It's more comfortable than the Doom bucket.
So let's briefly touch on the group fundraiser tonight, man.
Yeah, talk about it.
We don't have to get heavy into it. I feel like we've said enough about Kelly's situation. But
did you meet the goal?
Dude, so the situation. Give me 2 seconds. I'll get us there. We're gonna go on a journey at this point. It's a little journey.
Tell me a story.
Sorry. So one of our group members, we have over 16,000 group members now. I think we're at like 16,500, somewhere up in there.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it is. And I remember back, obviously, because I started the group, and I remember everybody. When most people joined. And, Kelly was one of those people that joined around the same time as Curtis and Eric Melvin and people that are really prominent in the group and very active in the group and have been for a long time. And we probably had about 500 people at that point. If they were in the first 500.
Right.
So Kelly and I struck up a friendship. He was very, very supportive. When I was streaming on Whatnot, he was at almost every stream. I do claim sales. He's always there. Wheels, whatever. He's always very supportive. We had a great friendship. And then Kelly started disappearing a little bit here and there. He owns a fencing business, so he works a lot. And he's out in the country. And so, people fall away from the hobby a little bit because they get real busy with real life. And I kind of thought that's what was going on with Kelly until he messaged me and told me that his son was ill. And his son has cancer. And so, his wife's been spending a lot of time at the hospital.
Oh, man.
And so, obviously, she hasn't been working, right?
Right.
She's staying at the hospital with the son. Like, how do you work, And so Kelly's working all these hours. He's burning himself out. The hospital's hours away, a lot of mental and financial stress on their family. So we put together a little fundraiser, and we gave away this whole list of prizes
tonight. List them off. Talk about it. List them off. Tell us what you get.
The Nintendo 64 drawers, the double drawers that hold 24 cartridges.
Did I win that?
No, you didn't. Gave away 6 sets of those.
Fuck.
A Nintendo case to hold your console and everything back from like 1986. We gave away one of the Wii Xeno mods, custom 1-of-1 Game Boy DMG, a bundle of games. A couple 3D printed giant Game Boy cartridges, Lego Racer CIB for Nintendo 64, Carmageddon Nintendo 64, Doom PS4, some toys, another modded Game Boy DMG, and another bundle of games that had Super Mario 3 in it. So we had about I would say $1,500 in prizes. No. And I put the post out there to the group, and I'm like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're raising money for. And so I put that out there, and I was hoping to bring in $1,000, to be honest. Like I told Kelly, I said, I'm going to push this, try to get the group involved, and let's see where we could take it. And he's like, anything helps out. And obviously that's true. So we ended up having $3,000 in pledges.
Well, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Unfortunately, you don't always get 100% of the pledges in donations.
Right.
Because I don't shame people, and people like tell me, oh, you should, if they pledged and they don't put up, you should ban that person from the group or whatever. But that's not the case, because you got to look at it realistically. Somebody said, I'm going to put up $50, and then they blew a tire out on their car. Now they got to buy a tire, and they can't put that $50 up. We don't
True.
know. We don't know everybody's personal situation.
Very
and
true.
in real life happens to people all the time. And so you can't always, if you say you're going to make a donation, you can't always pull it off. And I understand that, and I don't hate on it. So what we ended up bringing in was $2,800, which is over 90%. So very happy with that number. We generally bring in, on any kind of benefit fundraiser we generally bring in 85 to 95%. I think one time we hit 100. One time we only hit 70, and I was very sad about that one.
Nice. The next benefit is going to be for the new Nintendo Wi-Fi, so we can get you better internet.
I don't know what's going on, man. I don't have anything on.
It's like you're lagging, but you're not. You know what? You got that website up still.
Let me kill it.
Yeah, kill the website. Kill that bitch. Turn it off on your internet too. Make sure it's off.
Close that whole thing out.
Yeah, the whole thing. Leave the only thing up on your screen is StreamYard. GameOnia, baby.
That's it. That's all that's on.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, my audio doesn't glitch, just my video.
Yeah, your video lags. Your video lags hard.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not Wi-Fi, dude. I'm fucking plugged in.
I know you're on LAN. That's even worse. Wait, does this computer have a graphic card inside it?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's probably why. Is this that gaming PC you showed me?
Yes.
It does not have a graphic card inside it. Did you buy that graphic card I told you to get?
No, I've been
that's
invested in the business. So I need that graphic card.
You need that graphic card. You need that little boost. That's the problem, man. Your PC's probably not handling the stream. I can't believe you got a PC built for the cost you told me. It didn't have a graphic card inside it. It's crazy. Bill Tendo had a PC built about a year and a half ago. He bought it from a company that built it for him. Charged them over $500 for it, right?
Yes.
I don't want to say the whole price that you paid for
right.
it. Over $500. No graphic card inside it. And I was like, Bill, I could fucking build one and give you a popsicle for the same price that I'm running on my shit right now, man.
Yeah.
Hashtag popsicle. Get that VATS card. Love that shit. So for you guys just joining in too, tonight's giveaway is going to be a Scuttlebutts t-shirt. So if you didn't see the Scuttlebutts, you didn't see the GameOnia t-shirts and the other t-shirts that Bill Tendo's selling on his website, tonight's giveaway is a Scuttlebutts t-shirt. We're going to give away that later in the show. Graphic card is investing in the business. He's not lying. It's going to make your PC run a little bit faster and a little bit better. You ain't going to be lagging, baby. You're not going to be lagging. So that's, dude, awesome news that you were able to do that for her. $2,800 from donations, $1,500 and stuff given away. And all the $1,500 and stuff that was given away was donations too, right?
Yes.
Perfect. That's amazing, dude. That's super amazing. Really happy that you were able to do that for her. I hope it helps out. Any little bit always helps out.
Yeah. The only thing that, I think as far as the donations costed out of pocket is the Xenomod and the custom Game Boy DMG mod, because what we did was I put up the Wii, I put up the DMG. Beans is going to mod the Wii to the Xeno mod, and he's got to buy the parts to do that, the 4 terabyte hard drive and stuff. And the winner of the DMG is Scott Hager. When I get in touch with him tomorrow, I'm going to put him in touch with Beans. Beans is going to build that, and I'm going to pay for all the parts for that out of pocket. So, I'd say 90% of the prizes was stuff that people had that they wanted to donate. I think those two situations are the only things that are out of pocket. And, even then, Beans and I are going to come in under $200 or so between us.
That's still nice. Yeah.
Maybe 300. So totally worth it, man. Like, yeah, I already had the Game Boy. I already had the Wii, you know.
Yeah.
It was actually one of the Wiis I got from you.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, that's so good. I'm happy that went through a good donation then. Great.
Yeah, look at Joel inadvertently contributing.
Yeah, right. Without even trying. I hooked Bill up with 5 Nintendo Wiis. Early back in December, I threw up some Wiimotes on my website just to see if they would hit off a little bit, and I didn't sell a single one for 2 months. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to take them down. They're not selling anything. Bill, you can have them. So hooked up Bill with them. You're lagging, baby. You're lagging.
Fix it. So because
we're on the opposite.
First. Oh, yeah. That's my wife that said that.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Dallas.
Because he was in the fucking bathroom taking a massive shit, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm going live." And I told the entire chat that Bill Tendo's taking a massive shit. He'll be here in a few minutes because of that delicious pasta you made.
Dude, there was just a little bit of pork in the meatballs, and I'm telling you,
that did it in for you.
Pork is really messing with my stomach lately. I think it's just because I'm old.
Well, it's kind of like you develop a little bit of a lactose tolerance too when you get older, man. If I take a sip of coffee with milk in it, instant bathroom, man. Totally instant bathroom, man. Look how fast that machine's going. I love how fast that thing moves. It's fantastic. It's mesmerizing to me. Oh, dude. So that's great, dude. So, let me show, dude. I want to show my light gun build, dude. It's pretty much done, dude. Check this out.
Is this your gun box?
Not the gun box. No, that full size Jurassic.
Oh, the full arcade. Yeah, let's take a look at that beautiful bitch,
dude. Let me pull this up. The Walking Dead arcade game got released today on an emulator called TechnoParrot.
Right.
And it's where TechnoParrot has this paid subscription. And so it's a paid subscription game, but I got my hands on it today and I added it to this build. Not only that, this actually has the Raw Thrills Jurassic Park game on it too. And
ooh,
so that right there, shit. I know, man, dude, those graphics are so good. So that's good. Nice. Dude, this place, Jim's Underground, that does my graphics for me, man. I can't believe how sexy they come out. I mean, that is just absolutely sexy. And those light guns inside it are a 24-volt recoil. So they bang, man. I call them the clappers. When they hit, it's just clapping.
Are those send-ins?
No, those are not send-ins. These are gun for IR.
Oh, that's the gun for IR.
Those light guns. This is the most expensive build that I can offer. Right? I have lower pricier builds, guys. My regular 32. This is a 32-inch full-size light gun arcade. My normal 32-inch light gun arcades are $3,200, and they come with what's called gun for IR, and they have 12-volt recoils inside it, but they're not top sliders. They're just a recoil inside the gun. $3,200 for a 1080p for that. This is a $5,000 arcade. Why is it a $5,000 arcade? Because those two light guns inside it cost $2,000. Yeah. They're real Time Crisis light guns modified with gun for IR and 24-volt recoils inside it. They're brand new. They have only been used by the guy who made them and myself from testing it. That's it. So when the customer gets it, they're fresh light guns right off the market, man. So the guy who runs Gun for IR, or builds the Gun for IR, I should say, his name's Ray from RPEG Electronics. He orders those Time Crisis guns brand new, gets them in, guts them, puts the Gun for IR technology inside them, and then sells them off. They are $900 each plus tax. And he lives in New York, so we're paying New York State taxes.
Hey.
Yeah, so they're $2,000 just for those guns, man. This also has pedals. So the pedals aren't shown in the pic because I didn't set the pedals up yet, but they're getting Time Crisis phone
reload pedals.
Yeah, just like Time Crisis, these are Time Crisis pedals. So this thing, I am so proud of this, and this is why I wanted to show everybody tonight, because I'm so fucking proud of this build, man. This is my first light gun cab off of my CNC machine. I have plenty of light gun cabs that I've built in my time, and this is one of my best sellers. And now I can provide this to the community, my own original design, and my
Right.
own original design on the Jurassic Park graphics too, man.
Yeah.
I fucking love this thing. I don't even want to. I don't want to ship it. I don't want to ship it.
Dude.
There's the Walking
So
Dead game.
not a joke. I know exactly what you're saying because I sold one of my kiosks and it sat on my table and I kept playing with it and I did not want to ship it.
Right.
And I'm like, I gotta ship this out. I got to. It went to Nick Korn.
Did it?
Yeah.
Good for Nick. I hope he knows that, man.
Oh, dude, he loves it. He said it's amazing. He's really, really happy with it. But I really didn't want to get rid of it.
He purchased my my Turok 2 not for resale. He bought that off me. So shout out to Nick for that too, man.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Nick's an awesome dude.
Good dude, man. So 32-inch full size like an arcade. It's 74 inches tall with the casers on it. It's 70 inches tall without the casers on it. 14-inch LCD marquee. That also can be upgraded to a 28-inch marquee, 28-inch LCD marquee, but you got to pay the difference on that. So it's a $400 LCD. It's $400 for a 28-inch LCD marquee. And then I 3D printed the speaker grills. I tried to get the Jurassic Park logo on the speaker grills, and I just
couldn't get it right.
I couldn't get it right, man, at all. I even printed out a test print too, and I just couldn't get it right. So I'm like, and it was 9 hours to print the grill like that, and I'm like, that's just too long. I made those graphics. That's a fresh graphic for me. So I designed those graphics, and then I sent them to my local guy, Underground Car Wraps, to just print it. Otherwise, I designed that whole thing. I designed all of my graphics.
So the difference between this gun cab and the ones you've done in the past is before you were buying the parts for
the
shell and assembling the shell that you purchased, and now you're making your own
from scratch. Yeah, I'm
fantastic.
Cutting the shell right off the CNC, cutting the wood, cutting the T-molding slots, putting it together, applying the graphics, putting the T-molding on it, and then putting the whole thing together, man. Doing the screw holes and everything.
Like I told you, because you and I have discussed with screws and you know attachments and glues and all of that stuff.
Solid.
Huh?
Thanks to you and your contributing to suggestions, this cabinet is solid as fuck, dude.
Well, I did spend 30 years as a carpenter.
Yeah.
So, whereas I might, believe it or not, and people don't always believe this, but I actually struggle with software concepts sometimes. Because I'm more of a mechanically natured person, because I spent 30 years working as a carpenter doing physical labor, but I did learn things like how to attach things properly, give it the proper support and all that. I know all the little details, and so you help me with software stuff. I'm going to help you with some hardware stuff.
Absolutely. So this arcade, so the side piece of this arcade, my CNC machine is a 33 by 33 cutting area, which is really only a 32 by 32 cutting area. So this side is cut into 3 different pieces. And as you see how the graphics laid on there, you see no seam. And the graphic is also covering the screw holes. You don't see any screw holes either. I completely sealed all that off. Completely sealed all of it off. So you can see, if you look over here to the left, you can see the seam right there. It's the only seam you're going to see is on the inside of it right there. You're not going to see another one.
Right. I don't think anybody realizes how much you and I are constantly like talking and working things out, whether it's one of my situations or one of your situations, or
all day, every day, literally all day, every day. Him and I are back to back, man.
Always a ton of we collaborate a lot.
We do
I
collaborate a lot.
trust Joel's opinion on a lot of things. He trusts mine on a few things. So,
and Bill knows I'm very critical.
Oh,
yeah, I'm very critical, man. Very critical. I'm a cheerleader, but I can be very critical, and I always think of the just in case factors too.
Yeah, and also, I have a tendency to be a cheap bastard in every day of my life. And Joel tells he gets on me about it.
Oh, dude.
And I've screwed myself a couple times.
Dude,
because I was cheap about something.
Whoever this Facebook user is, I already beat you to it, man.
That's Jacob Griffin.
Jacob Griffin. I already make linked Mario Kart arcades. They're on my website.
What?
Yep. Hang on. Let me see. I don't. You know. Let me pull up my website.
Pull it the fudge up.
Because I did the gallery today, and it should be. If it's not in the gallery, it should be. You'll at least go to see linked Daytonas, but I do have Mario Kart. Retro Lizard Custom Arcades. I'm like trying to think of my website name as I'm talking at the same time. If I don't have linked Mario Karts set up on there already, then we already have. I have the graphics for it already. The site can't be reached.
You want me to pull it up?
No, I forgot the S. No, you don't pull it up. You're gonna start lagging. There we go. I didn't put the S in there. Fuck you. Here we go. Hang on. Let me pull up. Let me share the screen over here on this one now. Present. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. Gallery. There we go. All right. So we got linked Daytonas right here. All right. So this is what it would look. Daytona.
You're going to do the Daytona episode of the N64 podcast with us, right? Is it cruising?
Cruising. I'm doing cruising.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, cruising. Yeah, so plenty of linked systems going on here, man. I got 65 linked games on my racers. So each one of these racers would have 195 racing games for single player, plus 65 linked racing games each. So we have Daytona linked up. I have 4 of 5 Mario Karts linked. The only Mario Kart I don't have linked is the American version of Triforce, which is Mario Kart GP. But I have Mario Kart DX for Technoparrot, which is the Japanese version of the arcade version, linked up. I have Mario Kart Double Dash linked. I have Mario Kart 8 on Switch linked, and I have the Wii version linked. So we got GameCube, Wii, Switch, and Technoparrot arcade version. So I'm trying to find the Mario Kart arcade. There's one right here on the right. So it's cut off, but there it is. And that is the arcade version that's on the screen of it, too. Trying to find one with the graphics on it.
Well, it's about time you put up a gallery.
I know, right? So there's right there. There's Mario Kart GP2. That's a Triforce version. That's not linked. But that's still a fun-ass game to play. And then we got 2 Mario Karts right there, man. We got a Mario Kart. If you go to my website, actually, you're on the website, right? So let me go over to my product collections, and then we got, where's the racing arcades, and then we have full-size racing arcade. We have the Mario Kart version. Does it show the picture? Here it is. Mario Kart.
It's me. It's Mario.
That's not, I wanted to zoom out. Can't zoom.
Well, Joel,
what?
Can you? All right, so my wife might not be into this, but hear me out on it. Can you make me a racing cab that's also a bed?
Yeah.
The size of a California King.
Yeah, I can.
We have a regular King. So
fuck yeah, I can. Absolutely, I can. We'll fucking attach that bitch right to the headboard, and you'll fucking sit reverse cowgirl and fucking play that shit.
We don't have a headboard anymore.
Well, you're about to have one now with 2 LCD screens inside it. That's what's up. And we can even get detachable wheels for it too if needed. So yeah, so there's the Mario Kart version. We got Mario Kart, Batman Cruising USA, Daytona USA. I'll have a couple of my own designs too that I want to put up there also. The Mario Kart is going to be a little redesigned because I'm building my own racing cabinets now. This is the old style. Instead of it being two separate pieces, it's going to be one full piece. So that's going to be the difference in it. It's pretty much going to look exactly the same, but it's going to be one whole full piece, completely solid, and about 60 inches tall. So yeah,
Nice.
we do that. I do it all, man. I do racing, I do
Nice.
pinball, I do it all, man. So hell yeah. Go to my YouTube channel and you can check out the link videos. I have a link video coming up
Oh,
this week
dude, you
too.
got some awesome videos on there just showing how shit operates. I go
That's
on there and watch it sometimes.
Dude, that's the whole reason why I even made a YouTube channel. I literally hated YouTube for years, and then I'm like, I started building these arcades, and my customers started having questions, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should make a video and put it on YouTube for you. And they're like, yeah, that would be really helpful, actually, and that's what I did. And everything since then, I started making videos for just about every build that I do. That's where it comes out, and then I make GameOnia live videos with you, baby.
That's right.
We talk about that pasta noodle.
Got them noodles going, son.
Get that noodles going, baby. Got that noodles going. What else you got up your sleeve?
Not
No.
much, you know.
Did you go?
I've been doing a shit ton, so I get confused. Dude, like this week has been the most stressful week of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have like 10 of those quests to ship out. They're sitting in a stack right over there. And I was just so stressed about it. So, you know, it is what it is.
Dude, my man. I've done it all.
Joel, all right. Here's the vision. Can we do a Nintendo and Retro Lizard collab cabinet that is a horror cabinet? Just horror games and
horror games?
Yeah. Just spooky shit.
Yeah. I actually have a horror build coming up for a pedestal, but I could do horror theme games.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But yeah, if you whoever the Facebook user is, if you go to my website and go to the gallery, go down and click on my pedestal arcades, and you'll see the Resident Evil pedestal arcade that I made. And for the guy asking if I have recommendations for a CNC machine, I do. Shapoko. I'll type it in the fucking chat.
I don't think that's a real word. So
I was calling it Shapioko because that's how it's spelled.
That's Jacob Griffin again.
Yeah, Jacob. So it's spelled Shapioko, but it's pronounced Shapoko. So they are the most convenient machines that you can get for your stuff, for your garage, because it runs off 120 volts and it runs off. You have to buy the router separately. So you can buy a DeWalt router or a Makita, and it all runs off 120 volts. So you're not running the 220 line straight to the machine, which is also fantastic. And the reason being is because when you're using the CNC machine, you're gonna fuck up, right? I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna fuck up, right? And when that board moves and that router bit is catching on that board and it's clanking and it's about to snap, or it's just like about to start a fire because it's going so fast and it's stuck, you can just kill the router, and then you can kill the Z-axis on it separately. So yeah. So check out Shapoko. I'm actually going to be upgrading mine to a 48 by 48. What was that? Was that your belly?
No, it's my dogs.
Oh, I thought that was your belly growling at me.
No, that's my dog. I told you my wife hangs out in the living room.
I know she does, man. I'm fucking with you.
She plays with the dogs, and look, them dogs is calm as hell all day with just me here, right? My wife gets home, they are ape shit until they go to sleep, and I tell her all the time it's because she has chaos energy, and they feed off of that. I'm like, I got napping energy. You know what I mean? Like I lay on the couch, and all the dogs like come.
That's because you're old as shit, dude.
And they all lay on me. And my wife, I'm old as shit. She's young, she's beautiful, but she's got that chaos energy to her. You know?
Yeah. My cat does that. My cat goes crazy when my wife's around, but when it's just me, the cat's like right here just chilling.
Well, I say she's young. We're the same age, but for some reason I look like I'm 10 years older.
Aren't you like 60?
No. I am 47 though. And Patrick,
Congrats
you
on being
late. We
almost
already
50.
talked about food.
We did. Oh man. So yeah, we do a lot of shit, man. It's been a week though. It's definitely been a week.
Yeah, it
It's been a
has.
week. My shipping got screwed up this week with my arcades.
Uh-huh.
But they'll be going on Monday. So my helper called in all week. So I got no helper this week.
It
So
is
I
what it
can't go
is,
get
man.
it. Yeah, it is what it is. It's been a week. But you know what? No down, and it's all fun, man. It's Wednesday. The week's halfway over with. My one daughter's got the next 2 days of school off. My 5-year-old. It's just me and her. So, bro, that's daddy daughter time. 2 days in a row like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna take that kid to mini golf because she
Oh,
ain't
I
never
love,
been mini golfing yet.
dude. I love mini golf.
Yo, and that kid is chaotic. So she's gonna get mad and she's gonna chuck that putter halfway across the room, and I'm gonna love it.
If anybody from mini golf places watched me play, they'd kick me out.
Because you're aggressive. Are you Happy Gilmore in the fucking thing?
No, but I will chip it.
You will chip it.
I say it constantly. I say it constantly. I'm gonna chip it. And look, this is not a joke. Let me grab a marker real quick so you can see this. We was on this one hole that looked like this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, he's drawing it up. We're getting a diagram here. Let me see the mini golf by Bill Tendo.
All right. So we was on a hole like this, and that was the starter.
Okay.
That was the tee.
Yeah.
And then that was the hole. And not a joke. I told my wife, I said, I'm going to chip it. And she's like, knock it off with the fucking chipping it shit. And I chipped it, dude. And right over that little gap, hole in one. Chipped it in.
That's awesome, man. That's definitely fucking awesome. What does that say? In retro chat instead of Bill chat? Howdy. What's up, man? Welcome to the Retro Lizard. Welcome.
So, I wonder if Dallas was the only one weirded out that for the first half we were on the wrong side.
Maybe. I gotta put my hat back on because I look weird without it.
Me too, but I take mine off sometimes.
Don't take your hat off.
Okay.
So I seen Ghostbusters Frozen Empire on Saturday.
How was that?
It was all right. It wasn't as good as Afterlife. And it was kind of fast. I kind of feel like that it could have been a little bit longer. Like if it was a 2.5 hour movie, I wouldn't have been mad. Even if it was like maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes, I wouldn't have been mad. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was probably like I give it like a 6.5, 7 out of all the Ghostbuster movies.
Right.
It was okay. There was some stuff. I hope that when they release it to Blu-ray and DVD, that we get an uncut version, like the extended version, because I feel like that they cut out a lot of things that would have made the movie better, which is just kind of explaining a few things. So I don't want to give anything away. Definitely go watch it, and definitely watch the movie when it comes out on streaming or Blu-ray or whatever you guys are going to do, or take your kids to go see the movie. But it definitely was not as good as Afterlife. And my wife is sick of watching that movie, by the way. My 5-year-old loves Ghostbusters right now, and she's all about Afterlife. And we watched it dude, it's on like 3 times a day right now.
Okay, so while we're talking about sequels, let me say 100%, I am not a fan of unnecessary sequels. Every movie does not need a motherfucking sequel, right?
Agreed.
And so it frustrates me to no end that we get fucking unnecessary sequels. We get unnecessary remakes. If you're going to remake a movie, remake one that didn't have a budget to begin with. Like Logan's Run was a phenomenal movie for the garbage special effects it had a great story. I would love to see a new Logan's Run. If you're going to make remake a movie, make one that didn't get the attention it deserved the first time, right?
Right.
So all of that bullshit aside, motherfucker, do I want to see the new Beetlejuice.
So do I.
mean, we got Winona Ryder back, Michael Keaton back, Catherine O'Hara back. Yeah. The dad can't come back because he's a convicted fucking diddler, but fuck that guy. But you know, no Gina Davis or Baldwin, but we don't need them. They're not integral to the story because it's a new chapter.
Isn't Gina Davis dead?
No, Gina Davis isn't dead.
Are you sure she's not dead, or did she just fall off the rails?
Johnny Mnemonic, man. Henry Rollins was a fucking king in that movie.
You know, I seen that movie when I was a kid, and it's one of those I have to rewatch it as an adult because I didn't get it, and I don't really remember it. Was it Morgan Freeman in that?
I don't remember Morgan Freeman.
You don't
And
remember Morgan
Johnny
Freeman?
Mnemonic? I don't
No,
think so.
maybe maybe I'm
Oh,
thinking of something else.
okay. So hold on. Let me jump on this real quick. Motherfucker, you just touched a nerve. Let me tell you about this. So my grandmother got me into comic books, horror movies, sci-fi fantasy novels, everything that is cool in this world that makes me the nerd that I am. My grandmother taught me because she
Okay.
was fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
And one of the things she did was she was a heavy reader, right? And
Yeah.
so she had all these sci-fi and fantasy novels, and she would buy them and read them and then give them to me, and I would read them. And up until Katrina, I had like 2,000 books, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. We talked about this. It got you lost it in the flood.
Yeah, not just comics, but I'm talking novels, and I had
Yeah.
read most of them. But one of those that made a really big impact on me was a book called The Prydain Chronicles. And The Prydain Chronicles, you should definitely check it out if you like fantasy books. It's really interesting, but it's a combination of 5 books that were published, 5 small books, and the second or third one in that series is actually the fucking Black Cauldron. And the Black Cauldron is one part of a grand epic story. And although it looks like, and it, who's going to bed? And although it looks like it's a beginning, middle, and end contained story, it is, but it's not. It's like, if you read The Hobbit is a self-contained story, but there's so much more to it, right?
Right.
So the Black Cauldron, look at it like that, except it'd be the prequel to, there's a prequel to it, and then there's 3 sequels after it. You know, it's as awesome as the Black Cauldron is, and as much as I enjoyed it, it's only one part of this grand epic called the Prydain Chronicles.
Was there a movie about it?
Only the Black Cauldron. Disney made an animated movie in like the late 70s, early 80s, and it wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't very good at all. It was a terrible Disney movie back in the day.
Yes.
Okay. So that needs a remake then, huh? Or could use a reboot, remake, whatever you want to call
absolutely.
it.
I would love
You know, on the remake, reboot topic here, I watched fucking Roadhouse.
Oh yeah?
I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't movie of the year. It was nothing like the first one, and I went in with an open mind. It was nothing like the first one. It wasn't supposed to be anything like the first one. It was a completely different story. The only thing that linked it back to the first one was the name of the bar called Roadhouse. That was it. Otherwise, it was a little far fetched in a few scenes. Jake Gyllenhaal made me laugh a lot, actually, especially the first actual fight scene he had at the bar. It caught my attention, and it kind of made me sit up and pay more attention to the TV than what the first 15 minutes of the movie was doing. And yeah, it was decent. It was definitely decent. It's worth a watch. So, but don't expect it to be anything like the first movie because it's not. So, and I remember why I hate Conor McGregor. I don't like the guy at all. Never did. But he played a psychopath really well. But I don't like the way he walks. Something about it's the way that he walks that annoys the fuck out of me, actually, because he walks like he's holding luggage with his fist closed and his arms don't move. So he's literally walking like this. Look at me, Bill. He's literally walking like this.
I know how he walks. It's
you know
weird.
what I mean? It's weird, and I hate it, and it just annoys the fuck out of me. So decent movie though. If you got Amazon Prime, it's free. Give it a watch.
So while somebody mentioned all right, just real quick, the book after Lord of the Rings is called The Silmarillion, and it's actually a prequel, and it reads like fucking stereo instructions. It's very hard to read, but it's like a Bible of Middle Earth, and it was written after Lord of the Rings, but whatever. Anyway,
did you watch the Lord of the Rings show on Amazon?
No,
dude, watch that.
So a good buddy of mine tells me one time my brother, yeah, a little bit. He said my brother is an author, and I'm like, okay. And so he was writing D&D books, but couldn't use D&D because it's trademark. So
Right.
he started writing these books under the name Caverns and Creatures. But what they are is they're novels, adventure novels of people that got sucked into a D&D game. And
Okay.
it and so
It's
it
Jumanji, but D&D.
yes, yes, and he's been
Cool.
publishing them for years. He's got about 24 books now. I have probably 5 of his first novels all autographed on my shelf, and I'm going to share that.
Very nice.
His name's Robert Bevan. I'm good friends with his brother Kenny, have been for years. But one of the book series he writes is Critical Failures. And you know, he's got like all kinds of stuff.
Nice. That's cool. I'll check that
So
out.
CF10, that's Critical Failures. But like, you know,
Is he
he's
going
got
into book 10?
on that series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so, dude, look, let's be honest. It's right up our alley because it's people that guys that were playing the D&D game and got sucked into it because they made fun of the DM. And so the DM's trying to shit on them while they're really living through this thing. But it's all dick and fart jokes. You know what I mean?
Is it really?
Yeah, it really is. I don't know how to categorize it other than
It's a dick and a fart joke.
Dick and fart jokes.
Okay.
You know, and
it's the scuttlebutts of literature.
Yes, and it really is, and it's a lot of your mom's a whore. You know, like,
yeah.
Oh, look at that stable girl over there. Your mom's a stable girl. You know, like you know what I mean? Like
I do, yeah.
It's sophomoric humor wrapped in nerdery.
Yeah,
and so it makes it very easily digestible, very enjoyable. You read extremely quickly through the books. If I have any complaint about them, that's the complaint, is that they're so easy to read and get a chuckle here and there every other page that you go through them too quickly. And then you're like, fuck, is that all there is?
Okay.
And you know,
but you're waiting for more.
And then you're 10 books deep, you know?
All right. I'll check that out. Definitely. Without a doubt. But bringing up Dungeons and Dragons and sequels, a movie that doesn't need a sequel is the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out. Was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, it was okay.
Chris Pine. I loved it. I
thought it was complete.
Yeah, you know? Me too.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs a sequel at all. It was a movie that wasn't linked to anything at all. It was a nice way to go to the movies and not have to watch a fucking superhero movie. And it was a movie that did not take itself seriously, period.
Right.
I enjoyed it a lot. I really enjoyed it. So, and I don't want a sequel to it. Don't make a sequel to that movie. That and Barbie. Don't make a sequel to Barbie. I don't need a sequel to that.
I never saw Barbie. My wife said I should watch it. If I get around to it one day, if I just happen to watch it, I will. Right now, I'm on one of my old standbys. I have a very specific favorite movie trilogy, and it's not one you would ever guess. If I haven't ever told you before, you would never guess it.
Debbie Does Dallas.
No.
Debbie Does Dallas 2000. Debbie Does Dallas 2015.
No.
No?
It's the Cube trilogy.
The Cube trilogy?
Yeah. Have you ever
heard of that?
So, you know, on my YouTube channel, I do a series and I just post them sporadically. Forgotten Sci-Fi, and it's science fiction books, movies, and TV shows that people don't really talk about enough, right?
Right.
That deserve more credit, and I like to talk about them. And the first one I ever did was actually Cube, because I love Cube so much. Cube is if you had to pigeonhole it, it's almost hard to pigeonhole, because it is a one-room movie. It is a sci-fi movie. It is a horror movie. So
when did this come out? 80s?
No, in early 2000s.
Really?
And then they had Cube 2 Hypercube, and then they had Cube Zero was the third one, which was actually a prequel to the first one. And now, let me get into this. I went on a serious emotional roller coaster last night because I'm on Amazon. because they're all streaming on Amazon, and I see Cube 2021 under movies you might like, and I'm like, fuck, I would like that. Amazon knows a little bit too much about me if they're recommending a Cube movie I never fucking heard of. So I put it on, and all it is, and I'm gonna watch it because I'm gonna make a Forgotten Sci-Fi comparison video. It's a Japanese remake of the first American Cube movie.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. So
it's on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, free.
Okay. Is it free?
Yes. So
I'm gonna watch it then.
Cube is the first one. The second one is Cube 2 Hypercube. The third one is Cube Zero, which actually ends up being a prequel, but you got to watch it third or else it wrecks the whole thing for you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'll tell you two things that I really love about it. Number one is it's a one-room horror movie.
Right. I just read that actually.
Yeah. So I'm a really, really big fan of one-room movies. My wife makes fun of me because I like low-budget sci-fi, the cheesy stuff, because then you really have to lean on the writing. The writing has to be good if you have a bad budget, right?
Right.
So Cube is basically endless rooms, but they're all the same room, and they might have traps in them, they might have this in them, they might have that in them, but it's still just one room that they filmed in, right?
Right.
So, much like the original Saw was a one-room movie, so this
the original Saw was fantastic.
Yeah. So the director of this actually wrote and directed a short film in Canada 2 years before this, and that's how he got to make Cube, and it's called Elevator, and it is starring the first acting job of David Hewlett, who also was in Cube because of that. Most people only know David Hewlett as Rodney McKay from Stargate Atlantis, main cast member for the entire series. He's the head scientist.
Okay. Never watched it, but okay.
Okay.
You know what though? I never watched it because I never seen the Stargate movie.
You don't need to see the Stargate movie. Stargate SG-1, Children of the Gods. You don't need the movie.
Okay.
The series
I was never interested in the movie.
Yeah, the series is pretty disconnected, and for people like me, a lot better than the movie.
Right.
So they made Cube, and it for the budget that they had, they hired the best possible actors that they could, and did the best special effects that they could, and maybe everything doesn't hold up as well now,
right?
But it's still super enjoyable to watch.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out. I like one-room movies too. I like movies like that. Like what was that Guillermo del Toro movie where they
Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah, I can't say his name. Where they
Pan's Labyrinth?
No, not that one. The one where they were the one where they were in the elevator.
Oh, Devil.
Yeah. That one. It's one of those movies you're only gonna watch it once, but it was good.
So like Cube scratches an itch for me because I like sci-fi. I like I like low budget sci-fi because again, the writing has to be good. I like horror, and I like one-room movies because again, the writing has to be good for a one-room movie.
Since we're talking about sci-fi here, there is such a thing as horror movies that have sci-fi in it, right?
Yeah, sci-fi horror is a genre, like Event Horizon.
I was just going to ask you, would you consider Event Horizon a horror movie, or would you consider it a sci-fi movie? Because I don't really like intertwining the two of those.
So, okay, that's fair, because if the way you're looking at it is Jason X, Jason in Space, that's garbage.
That's garbage, yeah. So we're not really comparing it to that.
So let's be clear about what Event Horizon was. Are you a fan of Hellraiser?
Fuck yeah, I'm a fan of Hellraiser.
Event Horizon opened a portal to the Cenobites universe.
Right, and I get that. And that's where the sci-fi comes in. You know what I mean? Because it's opening portals, it's doing shit like that. Right. So I get that. So when I watch a movie like Event Horizon, I don't think it's a horror movie. I just think it's a sci-fi movie.
Why can't it be both? Why can't sci-fi?
Because sci-fi leads into things like that, and sci-fi has things like that in its own universe. It does. In
hard sci-fi, you don't have those things.
Have you ever seen the movie Leviathan?
Yes, I did.
I think that's a sci-fi movie, not a horror movie.
What do you think of
Aliens?
Aliens is a sci-fi horror.
I think it's just sci-fi. I don't think it's horror. When the first time somebody told me that that was a horror movie, I was like, "What are you talking about? It's a horror movie. That's a sci-fi movie." And they were like, "No, it's horror because of all the death and shit inside it." And I'm like, "No, it's just a sci-fi fucking movie. That's just that's the other side of sci-fi. There's like the
Oh,
Star Wars and the Dune side,
yeah,
and then there's
yeah.
the and
That's
then there's
hard
the other
sci-fi,
side. There's the dark sci-fi. And I just think
right?
it's like a dark sci-fi. I don't
Oh,
think it's horror at
okay.
all.
What
I've
kind of movie would you say Steel Magnolias is?
never seen it.
I mean, if you had to guess right off the
Steel
top of your head,
Magnolias, just the name of the movie,
yeah,
it sounds like a drama movie. Like it sounds like a
okay.
dramatic movie.
Sounds like a romantic drama. Yeah,
Not, I wouldn't say romantic. It just sounds like a drama movie. See, I don't think that there's romance drama. I just think that it's just drama.
okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
like a Bridges over Madison County. I
Oh,
just think that
I never watched that.
but that would be an example of romance, a romance movie or a romance drama,
So
and I just think it's
if
just drama.
so if romantic comedies, rom-coms can exist as a genre, why can't sci-fi horror
See, I just think they're
exist
just
as
I think
a
they're just
genre?
comedy. I think they're just
Dude,
comedy.
do you know how many movies drop into sci-fi horror?
Oh, a lot. But I think they're
Yeah.
just sci-fi movies. That's all. I think that's just a dark side of sci-fi. Chronicles of Riddick, sci-fi.
Action sci-fi.
See, I just think it's sci-fi.
Whereas Pitch Black was
Sci-fi.
sci-fi horror.
I think it's just sci-fi because sci-fi is aliens and they're on an alien planet. And what do aliens do? They kill you.
Yeah, but I feel like you're not giving credit to the horror aspects of it properly.
I mean that's where
You're being hunted by monsters. That's horror.
That's horror movie, yeah.
So answer me a question. If that was happening in the main wilderness, would it be a horror movie or a sci-fi movie? Where all these
wilderness?
Okay, so if they're in the wilderness in Maine,
right,
and they're being hunted by all these creatures and they don't know what the creatures are, is that a horror movie or is that sci-fi?
That's horror.
Okay, why? Just because they're not in space? Why?
Because they're not in space, because you're on Earth, because it's
okay. So it's the same thing. You're
up.
just in a different place. It's still a sci-fi horror movie.
What do you?
You
the
change
Descent.
the location.
Do you think The Descent is a sci-fi horror movie?
The Descent.
Yeah. Because of those little creatures underground.
I would think that would be more of a fantasy horror because it's fantastical creatures here on Earth.
See, I think it's just horror movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. That's just kind of like the argument that I have. Or not an argument, but it's like a debate that I have with my brother. We were talking about stuff like that. I just think that those are just sci-fi movies, man. And that's just a horror movie to me. I mean, the whole subgenre. I get the whole subgenre.
All right, I
get it. I would just classify it as that. Like I
need the chat to weigh in on this.
Yeah, chat. Get interactive with this. What do you
let us know? So seriously, do you agree with Joel here that it's just horror, or do you agree with me that sci-fi horror is a legitimate genre of its own?
I don't say that it's not a legitimate genre. I just don't classify it personally when I'm watching these types of movies like that. It really blew my mind the first time somebody told me that Aliens was a horror movie. And I'm like, I never once thought that it was a horror movie. I always thought that it was a sci-fi movie. Exactly. Michael Patrick says, look at Alien. I just think it's just a sci-fi movie. Because you got the alien, he's popping it. What? Why? Because there's gore in it, and there's blood, and there's death. It makes it a horror movie? Like, I don't know.
Alien is sci-fi horror. If it was happening on Earth and the creatures were, fucking some weird kind of snake.
Still be sci-fi. Because, like, Alien and Predator. Do you think Predator is a horror movie?
Action horror. Absolute. Action sci-fi horror. Absolutely.
I think Predator is a sci-fi movie.
By a monster. Dude.
I think Predator sci-fi. I think it was a new genre of sci-fi that was introduced to the world in the 80s.
I agree they can be in multiple genres.
Yeah, of course.
But I also think that sci-fi horror is a legitimate subgenre that is rife for classification. Like when people ask me what Cube's about, I tell them it's a sci-fi horror movie.
Jurassic Park. I always consider that like a fantasy movie because it is fantasy. To me, it is. I never considered it sci-fi. Is that considered sci-fi?
Of course it is. It's literally science fiction. If we take science and make dinosaurs, which we can't do, but fictionally we can, it is the definition of science fiction.
But is it science fiction action? Or is it just science fiction? Or is it sci-fi horror because the dinosaurs are eating you? What do you think? I mean, I'm with.
I think it would be sci-fi action horror. Like it's you could classify it in any one of those categories.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we go with the subgenres, or you guys go with the subgenres. I just think it's just sci-fi. That's it. Amazing movies, though. Love them.
Yeah.
Those are just debates, right? This is a debate, and there's no wrong answers here,
except for Joel's answers.
Well, fuck you, Joel. Go eat some ass. Let's get that giveaway going. We're an hour and 20 minutes into this. What do we want to do as a hashtag? Monday morning?
What
do you want to do as a hashtag?
Man, let's take it back to episode 1, Joel.
And you want to do popsicle?
Hashtag popsicle. What would Jaws be? Jaws is a horror movie or a slasher flick.
See, how the fuck do I spell popsicle?
Guys, we're gonna give away a Scuttlebutts t-shirt. So put hashtag popsicle in the chat if you're interested. I also need one person to write in the chat, Joel, you are wrong.
Oh wait, hang on a second. I gotta end it. Okay, right. Fuck you.
Nope, I need it, Joel. I'm telling you, I need it.
I don't think you need it because there's no wrong answers here, man. There's no wrong answers at all. So if you want a Scuttlebutts t-shirt, hit hashtag popsicle in the chat. Did I spell that correctly? It's not gathering anybody. What are you doing, StreamYard giveaway tool?
P-O-P-C-I-C-L. Oh, you spelled it wrong.
Did I?
Yes.
Popsicle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, CLE. That's what I thought I did. Popsicle. There we go. All right, we got 10 entries instantly. Listen, I didn't say I was smart.
Yeah, nobody did, Joel.
Fuck you, man.
If
Big PP's here.
If you're not bullying your friends, you're not really friends.
It's not even. See, that's not bullying. I think that's just fucking breaking balls and ribbon on them, man.
Oh,
There's
I know.
Bullying there.
So Dallas is telling me at dinner tonight that I bully Curtis, and I'm like, I don't. I fuck with Curtis because we friends. And she's like, I don't know. I think you bully him a little bit. And I'm like, I do not, because I was talking shit about him during the big wheel. And I'm like, look, let me tell you something. Me and Curtis both grew up in construction. And I'm like, it is the most toxic environment. So, like,
that's fun.
Oh, dude, if you weak-willed, you ain't gonna last. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, that's
you ain't gonna spend
true.
30 years of construction and can't take a fucking mean joke. You know, so I have a special bond with people that have worked construction and can really take a good ball busting. You know.
I think that's why I appreciate you. That's why I appreciate you too, man. Because we bust balls all day long with each other, all day long. Just don't fucking call me Junior.
Dude, on that big wheel, every time your name popped up, I was like Joel Jaworski Jr.
You dick. All right, let's leave this up for a few more minutes. If you want a free Scuttlebutts shirt from BillTendo.com, tonight's giveaway, color of your choice, but preference is pink, by the way.
Say words, son.
That's what's up. Hit that hashtag popsicle. We'll leave this up for one more minute. It's 10:24. We'll leave it up to 10:26. That's East Coast time, by the way.
East Coast.
East Coast. What's up? East Coast. East Coast. Oh man, you got plans for the weekend? We got going on? Just gonna be fucking around?
No, one of mine and Dallas's friends wants us to go over for a game night.
Are we gonna play Monopoly?
Dude, it's
Nothing wrong
probably
with that if you are. I like Monopoly.
no, it's probably something like Cards Against Humanity or something.
Oh, see, that shit I hate.
No, I'm cool with that.
Isn't that the one where you gotta fucking read off the card, then you gotta guess shit or play some stuff out?
No,
No, I'm thinking of something else then.
no, you'll have a card that says something you never want to hear your dad say,
Right.
and then everybody puts down a card, and you basically just vote on who had the funniest one, and it's like you just put the most inappropriate shit. You'll have a card that says "Get your finger out of my ass" or something like that. You know?
You should have been nut in a sock.
Yeah, shit like that.
Shit like that. All right, let's spin this bitch and let's see who's gonna win it. I want Bill's Mafia to win it. Just because.
Because he's Bill's Mafia.
Because he's Bill's Mafia. Because he's oh shit, he won! Yes! 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 Congrats to that motherfucker right there. Let's go Bills, man. Let's go Bills. Bill Tendo, what's your email?
Hold on, I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Well, I'm gonna put it on the banner.
Oh, okay. W Chapetta at gmail.com.
2 P's?
2 P's and 2 T's.
At gmail.com?
Yep.
Bill's Mafia. Send that dude an email and he will get that out to you, man. Quality over speed. Remember that. We're not fast.
We are
Quality
not.
over speed, baby. Congrats on the win, though, man. Congrats.
Joel fucking called it, bro.
Dude, I jinxed him. He got it. That was
Hey,
great.
Matt, I don't care about the Pats. I don't care about the Bills. Saints country, baby.
Nobody gives a shit about the Patriots anymore. Fucking Tom Brady's off the team.
Nobody ever gave a shit about the Bills. So
until now, baby.
Dude,
unless you lived in Buffalo your entire life.
I've been to Buffalo, and y'all got a whole lot of pride in the mediocre ball club. I tell you what.
Fuck yeah, we do, man. Fuck yeah. We got a whole lot of fucking pride in that shit, dude. We got bills on our cars. We got bills on our lawns. We got fucking bills everywhere, man. We got bills everywhere.
Every other fucking house has a Bills Mafia sign in the yard.
Right here, Mike. I gotta send this to you real bad, dude. You know what I need is a box for it, and I don't have a fucking box for it. Or actually, I might have one right here.
Damn.
Does it fit in this? And I got no excuse because Bill gave me your address like a week ago, too. Yeah, I got a box right here. Hang on. Let's pack it up. We're going to take this. We're going to put it in here. And we're going to close this box.
Hey, so
we're going to seal this up and we're going to send it off.
Matthew Cohen. Let me tell you something, buddy. Since you threw that who dat out there for me, I got something for you. A special secret giveaway for the night.
What the fuck is that?
It's a Kirby with legs, bro. I paid $20 for this so I could give it away.
Are you sure? That looks like something out of Pulp Fiction.
My wife said this is fucking creepy and I kind of want to keep it. And
it's
I'm like,
fucking creepy.
We are not keeping this. I bought it just to give away on here.
Where did you get that fucking creepy ass thing from?
On Etsy, dude. I paid $20 for this thing. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Give it away. You gonna give it away tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm giving it to Matthew Cohen because he said who dat.
Oh my god.
That's Saint slang. Who that say they're gonna beat them Saints?
What the fuck is that? That was the creepiest fucking Kirby I ever seen, dude. What is don't
Hold on,
yeah, I bet that's like a #1 seller for that person selling it too.
Oh, probably.
I bet it is, man.
Let's take it out the fucking package and look at it.
Oh god. It's so weird. Is it 3D printed?
Yes.
I could 3D print that. That's so weird.
Yeah. I know it is. I bought it just so I could give it away, dude.
That's so fucking weird.
Wait till you see the next one.
There's another one?
Oh, it's not Kirby though.
How could it get any creepier than Kirby? Is it just as
Oh,
creepy or is it worse?
it's worse.
Oh God! Next week. Stay tuned for next week. And
Next,
Bill's gonna show off the creepy fucking 3D printing thing he got from Etsy.
I'm gonna give away weird shit randomly if you say something right.
If you say something right, you gotta give it away. Right. That's the reward.
Yeah. Yes and no.
That's the
It,
fucking
de-
reward,
it fucking depends on how you look at it, bruh.
dude. Oh my God, that's fucking weird. I wish I could just give away some weed. That would be if it was only legal to mail it, right?
Yeah. Hey, Joel, we should mention that we've been copyright hit for like the last couple weeks in a row, no matter what we do.
We're not gonna get copyrighted tonight. We didn't do it. We didn't put anything on tonight that's gonna get us copyrighted.
No music, no video.
Oh, we didn't show anything from fucking YouTube or anything like that.
Yep.
Nothing like that at all.
Yep.
No. So yeah. All right, let's call it. We're gonna call it. It's been an hour and a half. Thank you guys, everybody, so much for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. Bill's Mafia, congratulations on that fucking win with the Scuttlebutt shirts, man. Wear that shit with pride, dude. Wear that shit to a fucking Bills game. So, all right, guys, we'll see you guys next week, Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. And we're going to end the stream.